We're back with the next chapter on electromagnetic waves. So we have Ankur with us and he's going to be teaching us the chapter.
Yeah.
So Ankur, what will we study in this chapter?
In this chapter, we'll learn about electromagnetic waves and their properties, how they travel in space, their speed, and the different properties like the amplitude of the electric and magnetic fields that generate this
The
electromagnetic.
speed will be the same, right?
Throughout space.
Very good chapter. Just remember one value. Okay.
Yeah, but it will vary with the different mediums. But for that also you have a ready-made formula, and you just need to calculate using that.
Okay. So from the JEE perspective, tell me what are questions that come up? Where do we mess up? Where do we definitely get these questions?
Here in JEE you have questions like related to the frequency of different ranges of the waves, like microwaves or visible range, UV, all that, and their applications and different properties of those waves.
Okay. So other than this, tell me this. There's a very interesting thing that I was told that the speed of sound, the speed of light, not the speed of sound. The speed of light is the fastest
in space.
And is pretty much the fastest speed that anything can achieve as such, right?
For now that is the fastest we know.
That is not moving on to tachyons right now.
No.
Okay. So what I want to know is the stars that we see. And the stars that we see today, which are very far away, and we call them light years away as such.
Yeah, they are very,
Why
very
do we
far.
measure them in light years? Like, what's the idea behind it?
Yeah, because for now we take the speed of light to be the fastest, and the light years is the distance, it's not time. Even though years is there, it's not time.
Okay.
It is the distance light takes, light takes that many years to come from there to our place.
So what you're actually saying is we're seeing the past.
Yeah, so if something is 4 light years away, the light that we are getting now was actually radiated from there 4 years back.
Oh, so that thing might not be there right now.
Yeah, it may not be there, we never know. So it's
we
like
won't know
looking into
until-
the past.
So it's literally looking into the past.
Yeah.
It's interesting. So you don't really need those fortune tellers, I guess, like light works. Other than this, students, I have a bit of an open-ended question for you to try and solve. So Ankur just told us that light is the fastest thing in the universe, as we call it, right? So what if I do this? I have a laser pointer with me. You get those really nice laser pointers, right? We use them to trouble neighbors and play around with cats and things like this. What if I pointed a laser pointer at the moon, alright? And it's at one edge of the moon. What I do is then I flick my wrist and the pointer reaches the other end of the moon. Now the moon is huge if you see the distance, and I would have done it in a fraction or a nanosecond literally from one end to the other end. Do you think it is possible that that point which I had there on the moon traveled to the other end in a fraction of a second, which even the light can't, because it's really, really long, and even light will take a couple of seconds to travel from one end to the other end. But I've moved my pointer from one end to the other end. So do you think that pointer traveled faster than the speed of light?
We'll leave this to you, and you have to find this answer. The answer to this is pretty interesting, and you'll have to work a bit, but it's a very common question and you'll get to know the answer. But
we are sure that it doesn't travel faster.
It won't travel faster.
Okay, so you now know the answer that it doesn't travel faster.
So the point is to find out
where am I going wrong with this? That is something that you should maybe ask your teachers, try and look it up online, or try and find out from various library resources or places like these. You'll definitely be able to find the answer. So now let's get on to more practicable matters and try and solve some questions.
Because JEE questions are like really easy, and you need to practice a lot for this chapter. And by lot I don't mean a lot of time. You just need to give a little bit of time, like 2 to 3 hours
for the chapter.
chapter, yeah.
Okay.
So let's get into practice.
Alright then.